Now they have to, because this didn't record. Oh, okay. It's not even like it didn't record, because it did record. The audio, I don't know what happened to the audio. I didn't save it in the right place. I don't even know if I saved it. In general, I'm fuming. So I'll talk to you guys again. Hi guys. I told myself, I don't know, something just told me like this ain't gonna happen, something's gonna happen. It's my enemies. But anyways, God forbid, I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. Amen. Anyways, hi, I'm back. Haha, yeah, so exciting. Oh, I'm so frustrated. Do you see when your period's meant to start? My period's meant to start today as well. I was meant to go Bunway at Fort Park with my people. Shout out to my mate, love them. But my period's starting, and considering my last 2 periods I spent in hospital, I was like, it logically doesn't make sense for me to go. Like, I don't like rides anyways. I hate rides. So yeah, nothing was really sweet in me to go. Like, obviously it's one way, amazing, but the environment just didn't make sense, and it's 2 hours away, like 2 hours and something, so it didn't make sense. Like, if I start my period there, I use suppositories, I don't use medication that you can take orally. Like, it's just very messy, very smelly situation. Before I have to use my suppositories, I got shit. Like, it's just too much mathematics. So I was like, yeah, let me just stay home just in case. And I can feel my I can feel my cramps getting worse. I think it's because I'm irritated as well. When I'm annoyed, I feel like I can just feel my body reacting. I can just feel my cramps getting worse. Like, my body's so sensitive when it comes to like emotions and stuff. But anyways, my last video I talked about how I'm gonna get married. Ignore that, guys. That was a fucking lie. Okay, it wasn't a lie, but all I'm gonna say in terms of that is just go where listen to your gut and go where you feel genuine love. I feel like as well, when you have so much love around you, like with me, my family and my closest friends, you don't need to put up with BS from anyone. Like, I have so much love around me, so why am I gonna focus on a situation that I feel like the love's not genuine? It doesn't make sense. So just go where you're loved. Remember the love you have at home. Obviously it's a privilege because not everyone has this much love at home, but just know your worth, use discernment, be self-aware when it comes to all situations, whether it's friendships, relationships, whatever, and act accordingly. Honestly, don't let anyone waste your time, don't let anyone take you for an idiot. But yeah. What was I even talking about in the other video? I was just talking about this new pill for endometriosis that's come out. One thing I would say is learn to say no. What I mean by that is, if you don't want to take it, because obviously doctors will be kind of trying to talk about it and bring it up in your next appointments and stuff, or just in general, if you don't want to take something, say no. My topic of my last video, and obviously not my last video but the video I just recorded that I can't find the audio for, and what the topic will be for today is learning to stand your ground with doctors. I think people need to remember doctors are humans. They're not going to take you seriously if you're sitting there and shy or timid and stuff. And obviously, like, everyone's different. I'm shy, and I feel like people who aren't close to me find it hard to believe. But people who are very close, they know I'm very shy. I like being in my own environment. I get overwhelmed quick. I want to scream more time because I get overwhelmed quick. I'm a shy person. I'm an introvert. I like my plants. Oh, got a new plant, by the way. She's called Twiggy. I've got another one called Odoreleba and Sexy Green. But anyways, yeah, so what I'm trying to say is I'm always shy. I'm shy. and my mum comes with me to majority of my appointments. It's only up until like last year that I started going to my appointments myself, even that she still comes with me here and there when she's able to. But it gets to a point where I feel like you owe it to yourself to speak up at your appointments. Like, you can't keep letting these doctors walk all over you. You can't keep letting these doctors think that they're winning. If a doctor is a gaslighter, sorry, that's not funny. If your doctor's a gaslighter, manipulator, whatever, because a lot of doctors do gaslight. Emotional gaslighting, medical gaslighting is extremely real. Like, all jokes aside, it's very, very real. And you come to your appointment, you're all shy, you're like scared, whatever. You're sorry. They're gonna see that and take advantage of that. Sorry. I need to turn my phone off. They're gonna see that and take advantage of that. They're not gonna oh my god, sorry, I need to sorry, anyways. If doctors see you and they are not good people, and they see that you're just shy, okay, yes man, they're gonna take advantage of that. And I feel like that mentality and just that in general applies to a lot of things in life. It's unfortunate, and no one should take advantage of someone just because they're shy or just because they're timid. Like, no one should mentally and emotionally try and take advantage of someone and try and like intimidate them. But that's just the reality. And I feel like, especially when it comes to endometriosis, the whole gynecological sector as a whole, a lot of women and young girls have experienced doctors intimidating them, purposely intimidating them. They know damn well what they're doing. They're grown ass people, especially men. Male gynecologists, they're the ones who really get to me. They're the ones who really send me, because if I tell you every time I've crashed out, it's been because of a male gynecologist. Why are you... Don't make me start. I need to... I can't even play this audio. Anyway, but anyways, male gynecologists are so audacious. Now, don't get twisted. By me saying this, I'm not saying women are any better, because there are lots of women in the medical field who try and gaslight. And it's such a weird one, because it's like with men, so one question I always get asked a lot is how I got doctors to take me serious and stuff, and I crashed out. And I don't advise people to crash out, but I crashed out because I had enough. I've been suffering for 13 years, and I think when my period pain started gravitating towards my hip, and I started feeling pain in my hip, and the pain was radiating towards my hip, and it got to a point where I had to quit my job because of how bad the hip pain was. And it's been a constant. It happens every single day from 3 years ago. Every day without fail. Some days are just worse than others. That's when I was like, you got me fucked up. And I was admitted into hospital for a week. I was working in Watches of Switzerland and Knightsbridge. I was admitted into hospital for almost a week. Got discharged because they couldn't find anything wrong. Did an ultrasound on both my legs. They couldn't find nothing wrong. They also said I urinated blood, but they still discharged me. My brother's paid for me to see a private GP. He was like, you need to go back to that hospital. He was like, obviously we could do scans on you and tests, but I'm young. He didn't want to charge me. So he was like, you need to go back to that hospital you just came from, demand scans, because it's 1,000% something to do with your nerves. And if you don't treat it, it's going to get worse. So the day after, because I was so drained, I went back to the NHS, went back to the hospital crashed out. Literally crashed out. And I was screaming at the doctor, and it was a male gynae, and I can tell that if you're not, I think with certain people, it's easy to tell. With him in particular, I know he's the type of person where it's like, if you can't speak up for yourself, and if you are too shy, too scared to speak up for yourself, there's no saving you when it comes to certain doctors, especially with him. And I've seen him a few times, and he has a smart mouth. I have a very sharp and smart mouth, but more time when you're in hospital, you're in pain, you're tired, you're drained, like you're not really going to be chatting back to doctors, right? You're just going to be like, oh, like I just need meds, I just want to be taken seriously, blah 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 blah. That day I was in a lot of pain, but I was also ready to fuck someone up. I'm not even like, I was ready, because considering like being in hospital for a week, almost a week, peeing blood, you can't walk, you're weak. I lost so much weight. Had ultrasounds, had a transvaginal scan, they found nothing. I peed up blood, they found nothing. Mentally, like, I was so depressed, guys. I got prescribed with antidepressants around that time as well, I think after all of this, because I literally wanted to myself, and I'm not even joking. But so feeling all of that, yeah, to the point where I want to myself, I'm just thinking I ain't got shit to lose. So going to that private GP, I went to him a day after I got discharged. He's saying you need to go back to the hospital because it's serious. Go back to the hospital the day after. I remember I was in A&E. I went really early as well. Quick tip, if you go to A&E early, around, I would say from like 5 a.m. to 8 a.m, you'll get seen quick. Obviously, it depends on your condition. Listen, if you're bleeding out, whatever, please go when you need to go. Don't wait till the morning. If you have any other chronic condition, go. Don't listen to me. But if you confirm it a little bit, then yeah. So I went. I was pissed. I was depressed. I was pissed. I wanted to myself. What do I have to lose? So the doctors, I was angry. I was fuming. I was like, listen, they were telling me to do a urine test, they were telling me to do a pregnancy test. I was like, I was just here 2 days ago. In fact, I saw you 2 days ago, and you're still telling me to do this shit. I'm not fucking pregnant. I don't have a UTI. I have something wrong in my uterus. And he was just like, Rashida, no, I'm sorry, but you got to do this. It's just standard protocol, blah, blah, blah. I was like, do you know what? I don't even want to direct my anger at you, because you're not a gynecologist. You haven't dealt with me before in terms of like my problems. So cool. Shut my mouth. I've done it. But I told my mum, today is the day you'll see me go crazy. And out of all doctors, it was that stupid with his stupid bobblehead walking in. I said, yeah, I'm gonna fuck someone up today. I'm gonna crash out today. I told my mum like before, when we were waiting in A&E, I said, today is the day I'm gonna crash out. And so the doctor, he was just like, there's nothing we can do. You were just admitted. You've had scans, you've had ultrasound, you've had transvaginal scans. We can't see anything. The only thing we can think of is a CT scan, but your ovaries, you've already had 2 operations, so we don't want your ovaries to be weak because of the UV rays from it, blah, blah, blah. We can't think of nothing else. Or we can do surgery. But I said, as soon as I had butt, I'll do the surgery. But prior to him saying all of that, I crashed out, because I remember he was just like, there's nothing we can do. We don't know what else to suggest. You've had so many hospital admissions, you've had scans, you've had all these scans and not coming up with nothing. And I crashed out, because I was like, I've been coming to this hospital since I was 12, 13. I had my first operation when I was 13 for a ruptured cyst that you guys fucking missed, yeah? You lot thought it was my appendix. I got sent back home from A&E 4 times before I finally got admitted. The only reason I got admitted was because my mum crashed out, by the way. My mum crashed out in A&E because she was like, if something happens to my daughter, my cyst ruptured, went to A&E. I didn't obviously know what a cyst was. I didn't know. My mum crashed out. She was like, if anything happens to my daughter that you lot keep sending her back home, you're all going to pay for this. If she dies, you're all going to pay for this. And that's when they finally admitted me. So you think I'm going to fucking trust you? So, I told him, like, I've been here in under this hospital for over 10 years, dealing with the same fucking issue for 10 years, 10 plus years. It was 13 years, no, 12 years at the time. I was like, my quality of life has decreased. I am depressed. I want to myself because of the medical negligence I've received. I wasn't able to go to uni. I'm on my 6th job. I'm going to have to quit this job. Every single job I've had, I have not been able to hold down. I had to rearrange my GCSEs because when I was doing GCSEs at the time, I picked art initially. I think I picked art, health and social care, drama and catering. But because you had to do an art project during the summer holidays, I was obviously in hospital throughout the whole summer holidays, so I had to rearrange my GCSEs and just pick double health and social care instead of single health and social care. So I was like, I had to rearrange my GCSEs. I had to drop out of college because I was on the pill that effed me up. I had to drop out of college. I couldn't go to uni because my mum was scared in case I fainted and my friends didn't know what to do. I haven't been able to be independent. I've tried to work jobs, haven't been able to work jobs, and all these years you guys keep saying it's fucking nothing. You guys keep seeing scans and saying it's fucking nothing. And then I was screaming, I was crying. He went out the room. Usually my mum trying to calm me down, but she was just like, girl, you do your thing, because she could tell I was done. And I'm happy that she didn't interrupt me whilst I was crashing out. Then he was like, he's gonna give me space. He came. I think he came back, and that's when he was like, the only thing he can think of is a diagnostic laparoscopy. And I was like, calm me the fuck open. I was like, I got cut open at the age of 13. You lot found a ruptured cyst that you missed. I had another cyst when I was 22. I got cut open again. What the fuck is the third time? Third time lucky, eh? But I was like, cut me open. I don't give a heck. I don't care anymore. I said, if you have to rip my whole body apart to find out the issue, do it. But I cannot. I told him, I'm going crazy. Like, I am going crazy. I was like, I'm fucking going crazy. So from that day, I was put on the waiting list. My surgery got cancelled because of the doctor strikes. It was actually meant to be an emergency surgery, but that got cancelled. But I did get it. I did end up having surgery because I can't bother to explain this, but I went into A&E because my medication for my periods was effing me up. The doctor saw me and he was like, I've seen you so many times. And you're in pain, we can see you're in pain, you've been on the waiting list, like, we need to speed up your surgery. So he spoke to the operating team, and within 3 days they called me and they were like, we have space for you next month. God bless that man. If I see that guy again, I mean, I hope I don't, because I'm not trying to go back into hospital, be admitted, even though I was admitted last month. But if I see him again, like, I honestly just want to say thank you to him because he was amazing. It was a man. See? Oh God, it was even a man. This is the thing, like, this is what I was trying to say. Some cases with men, it's like male gynecologists can be, it's annoying because I feel like the only reason I'm like, I dislike male gynecologists is because of the ones that I've experienced that are very dismissing. And then it comes back to my point of like, you don't have ovaries, you don't have a vagina, you don't have a uterus, you don't have a womb. You do not know what we're going through. Your hormones don't fluctuate like ours, and even if yours do, you don't experience the level and the amount of hormonal fluctuation that we experience during ovulation, PMS, PMDD, periods, outside of our periods, just in general. Like, you will never ever understand what we're going through. So for you as a man, cool, you're a man, that's one. You don't have any of the reproductive systems we have, that's two. And on top of that, you want to dismiss us. That's when I'm gonna crash out at men. Because how can you be a doctor and have zero emotional intelligence and empathy and consideration? If you're going to be an opposite sex to the person that you're trying to help, and you know the whole gynecological field, the whole gynecological whatever involves women's healthcare and young girls' healthcare, if you know that, at least be empathetic, at least show care, at least show urgency. And when men don't do that, that's what really pisses me the heck off. But then again, there are also male doctors who do that, who show empathy, who care, who listen, who take notes, who make things urgent because they see that your quality of life has heavily decreased. And there are also women who do not give a fuck, and they also think, I'm a woman and my periods are never this bad, so blah blah. It's when I worked in House of CB, if you've worked in House of CB, I don't see girls talk about it, and I feel like I don't see girls talk about it because when you work there you have to sign a form, whatever, that you can't speak about House of CB or whatever on social media. But I don't work there no more. I worked in House of CB, I think like 2019. I think that was the worst job I've ever had in my life. I remember my periods were obviously bad, like really, really bad. Then I was taking time off. The senior manager, stupid bitch. Oh my God. Rude ass bitch. Sometimes I think to myself, like, it's good. It's not good that I'm not able to work, because I love the routine and everything. But with the way I am now, if I had that House of CB job with the way I am, if I had that House of CB job back then with the way I am now, God, I would have been fired the second day max. Because that woman, what's her name? I can't even remember her name. It wasn't Jade. I think Jade was my manager. She was really lovely. She was, like, you have to be on point, but she was really nice. She was nice, but I can't remember this girl's name. But listen, we would have scrapped 1,000%. I don't condone violence, I don't condone fighting, but I remember she was like, oh, you know, all girls get periods, blah, blah, blah. Bro, oh my God. But that's the thing, it's like some women, they use that as oh, we all get periods, like yours can't be that bad. Or because you're a woman, you try and dismiss my pain because you also get periods. Like, just because we can relate on a period level doesn't mean that we're going through the same exact experience. Just because you've had painful periods and you've used the coil doesn't mean that I'm going to now react the same to you. The same to the coil, like, we're all different. Ah, God. I wish House of CB, and apparently till this day it's still just as bad. I think the only difference is they don't force girls to wear makeup and high heels no more. But every time I go there, well, not even every time, but if I go like Selfridges and walk past that bit, or just like go in then in central London just to go in there, like, the girls look miserable as shit. They look miserable as hell. But yeah, one thing I've learned is just that just because you're in an environment full of women doesn't mean that the environment's healthy. As I've gotten older anyway, one thing I've learned is that girls are mad. And I'm happy that God has blessed me with my group of people. I love making new friends, but I feel like I'm scared of making new friends. Not even scared, but I'm just drained of making new friends. And I feel like, especially when you are a particular person and you are different, I guess, like trying to explain to someone you reacted this way because you are like this, or I don't have energy, I don't have time. I just feel like whoever's for me will naturally gravitate towards me and we will be blessed and be good. Whoever's not, it is what it is. I don't even know what my point of this was. I mean, this little whatever I'm talking about. But one thing about me, I'm going to divert off topic in every single episode. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm not encouraging people to crash out, because we shouldn't have to crash out in order for someone to take us seriously, especially as black women. Y'all already know, I don't even have to explain. I'm not trying to add that stereotype, but best believe after going through something for 12 years that's altered your life, decreased your quality of life, you've had operations, so many hospital admissions, to the point when nurses see you, they're like, oh, I'm in hospital for someone else, and they're like, oh, you're back. When it's gotten to that point, it's like, alright, you lot got me fucked up. And it's like, cool, after all these years, last year I was finally diagnosed with stage 1 endometriosis. I don't even think I have stage 1. I feel like I have like stage 3 or 4 endo. Even when I see private doctors and like holistic doctors, they're like, your endo sounds very severe for it to be stage 1. Obviously, pain doesn't equal, like, if it's stage 1, doesn't mean that it will be less painful, but they're like, it sounds, especially because I've had like ovarian cysts before. I've had 3 ovarian cysts, but I only needed operations for 2 of them. Sorry, I'm holding this bit because my ovaries are like, have like a little wave sensation. Apparently it's due to hormonal fluctuation, but it feels like my ovaries are rumbling. You see when your stomach rumbles, you can feel it. That's how it is in my ovaries. But yeah, like, so yeah, I got diagnosed with endo last year in December of last year. I got diagnosed with adenomyosis. So it's like I'm finding my feet, trying to get used to life with endo. Then bang, 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 bang. I get diagnosed with adenomyosis, and I'm like, damn, Fuck, like, y'all couldn't give me my mum and brothers. They're always like, oh, you're so selfish. Like, how greedy can you be? Like, 2 conditions, like, what? And I like that. I like humor. I can't do the whole serious shit like with endo, like recording myself in pain. Like, girls do that and that's fine, but me personally, I'm not doing that. I feel like we are depressed enough. I'm not depressed, thank you Jesus, thank you God, but I feel like endo, adenomyosis, PCOS, like those type of conditions where it's debilitating every single day, we're in pain enough. I'm not trying to make content that's me crying and me sad, and obviously people do need to see the harsh reality of the condition, and they need to see the severity of it, but I feel like there are ways to kind of spread awareness about it without it being depressing. Listen, girls have messaged me saying that they've been in so much pain and like watching my podcast they cry, but they're also happy deep down because it's like I'm not down and sad, or like I'm not they can relate like really well and stuff. I'm not like, as I said, like I know endo is a sad condition, I know adenomyosis is a sad condition, but I'm not trying to make content on myself crying. I'm not trying to make content and record myself in mad pain. If I'm in pain and I record myself, I'll probably start laughing, so I'll be like but I'm not recording myself crying. I feel like we go through so much as it is. I don't want to go on social media and the first thing I see is an endo post and a girl crying. Like, it'll probably make me cry, make me deep my condition 10,000 times more. Like, try and spread some, it's not a positive condition, but I try and at least put a smile on girls' faces somehow in it, but also whilst taking care of myself. And that's why sometimes I have breaks from this podcast, so like breaks from making TikTok videos specifically about endo, because it gets very draining for me talking about it. So yeah I don't know what the actual specific point of this video was, because I rambled a lot in my last video and I'm rambling a lot in this video, but I hope you lot love Twiggy. I want to get a new plant. And thank you for the love, guys, on my article. I done an article with a journalist, just talking about my endo journey and my adenomyosis journey that's barely started. I don't even know. Listen, this whole adenomyosis, people ask me what were your symptoms. I don't know what my symptoms of adenomyosis are, because I just got diagnosed with endo. I don't know the difference between adenomyosis and endo. Like, I know the difference, but the symptoms are so similar. I don't have time to try and do mental gymnastics seeing what was endo and what was adeno. I don't know. I'm even having an MRI scan in 2 weeks to see how bad my adenomyosis is. I don't know shit. Okay, I don't know nothing. But yeah, like I'm happy I done that. I talked to the journalist on the Daily Mail about it, and lots of like girls messaged me saying that I spoke about the symptoms that don't really get mentioned, like the belly button pain, the eye swelling, the chest pain, the hip pain, the leg pain, that's like belly button pain, yeah, the sharp pain in your bum, in your vagina, like all of that. I don't really see that get mentioned, so I'm happy that I was able to talk about that. The mucus and stool, like all of that, gas pain, having the cold flu before your periods, just bare stuff. So happy I got that opportunity. It was never my intention to get deals, to talk to journalists while spreading awareness. I was just talking about my journey, and the reason I started this is because I was 17 when I started this on my old YouTube channel. If you know, you know. Just talking about my journey, because first of all, there were no black girls talking about that, especially back then. I did not know what endo was. They just told me I had painful periods and it would go when I'm older. So I just wanted to talk about it so other girls could relate, because I feel like I was always trying to search things up but nothing was coming up. So I started when I was 17. I'm now 26 and I'm still here talking about it. I've finally been diagnosed. That's the only positive. So yeah, like from this, I don't want to become an influencer through this at all. Like, I don't, 'cause I will still tell people to suck themselves. Like, I don't have the decorum to be an influencer. But yeah, so I didn't plan nothing. Like, I wasn't thinking, oh yeah, like become an influencer, get brand deals, get this, get that from this at all. I really wasn't. I was just thinking I can talk about this, and hopefully girls who have the same experience as myself can talk to me, and girls who are lost, I can give them advice. I never thought it would turn into what it's turned into. Like, I only have like 3.2 I think K followers, but my videos get a lot of views and stuff, and I get so many messages from girls, like hundreds of messages from girls throughout the like since I started spreading awareness, just like thanking me and praying for me and stuff. And it means so, like, guys, honestly, it means so much. Like, God, it genuinely means a lot. And I feel like my purpose on this earth is to help people. My next goal in life is to spread awareness on sickle cell. I don't have it, but people very close to me have it, and it's something that I've known way longer than what I knew what endo was. Like, I knew what sickle cell was from as long as I can remember things. And I've had like two of my friends pass away from it, so it's something that I hold very dear to my heart. And when I feel like I've kind of found my balance of endo, sickle cell's 100% going to be the next thing that I spread awareness on. That journalist better come back, because I got stuff to say about sickle cell. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go because I'm waffling and I have messages to reply to. I can't wait to see Bay soon. I'm joking. Anyways, I'm gonna go. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. My laptop just turned off. Let me see. I'm gonna make sure I've saved this properly. If not, I'm smashing this camera. Okay. I'm so scared. Save. I think it's like episode 7. Where desktop applications downloads. Like, I'm actually not stopping recording until I know it's like proper saved. Let me even put my mic down, because let me make sure. I think it's saved. Thumbnail, my head hurts. Oh guys, I'm gonna have lamb chops and salmon today. Can't wait. I refuse to turn this camera off. I don't think you understand. If it's not saved, I don't know what I done last time that I didn't save. Okay. I don't think I was really paying attention. Okay. Open location. Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna stop this and hope for the best. Guys, look at the cluster lashes I've done on myself. It's so pretty. Oh my god, you lot can see my brows. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go.